welcome back to Digger Down Metal Detecting, where the field of dreams, it's been seeded, it's been drilled. We're not going on there. But I'll tell you what I do want to do. Can you remember that stone that I showed you, that piece of stone with all the grooves in it? People were saying that it's actually part of a quern, and a quern is like a grinding stone, basically, for grinding wheat, corn, barley, that kind of thing, cereals, kind of, you know. Now, I think it will be medieval, just because of the amount of medieval here. Some people were saying maybe Roman, could be Roman. And I have found a couple of Roman coins on there, but there's not enough Roman activity here for that to be there, you know, there's more medieval. So I would like to find that stone. I'm going to wander up the edge of the field there, just around the outside, and see if I can spot it. I doubt it. It's probably been buried now, which is a shame. I wasn't here last week when I could have probably got it. But I'm sure it'll come up one day if I don't find it. But I'm going to go leave the machine right there, and I'm going to go and have a quick look in the field. I'm just going to have a quick look. I bought myself some new boots. A lovely chap recommended some new boots. Bear with me 1 second. James Cross, thank you very much. You recommended the Handwag Tatras. Now I'm not even going to mention how much they are. They're way too expensive for metal detecting. But I got myself some because I love a good pair of boots and I don't mind spending money on my feet. But these, they look the good stuff. Look at that. They're that good. I didn't even want to wear them this morning. I didn't want to put them on for the first time because I didn't want to get them dirty. But they are, they're expensive. I'm not even going to go into what they are. So I'm going to test these out. They feel great. They feel great. So thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got wet feet last week, so ended up wearing my wellies. Can't be doing that. I need some good boots. But yeah, come with me, guys. We're going to have a look, see if we can find that stone first. Unfortunately, I don't know, it's just turned it over just enough to cover it over, but I can't find that stone, which is a shame. It's one of those things, isn't it? I should have picked it up at the time, but I didn't know what it was. It just kind of looked, just didn't look like much. But hopefully one day I'll come back here and I'll be able to find it. It's probably just under the surface. I just can't see it. Can't see it with my eyes, and I don't want to trample all over that. I've walked across and then onto one of the wheel tracks and along and had a scan, but I'm not going to go and trample all the field. Obviously it's been seeded, so don't want to be doing that. Just not worth it really, is it? But no, it would have been nice to have found it, but not today. It's not happening. But I've got the stubble field next door. That's where we're heading. We've been on there briefly, haven't we? On and off, where I've just wandered onto it along and back off. In an afternoon maybe spent a couple of hours on there, but it's huge. It's about 60 acres. And I'm going to spend the day on there. Finally, it's kind of nice actually that this field of dreams has been seeded, because I can leave it alone now and not have to think about it. I've just been dreaming about it, you know. It's one of those fields. But nice to be able to go and play on some other fields. My original permission, the fields there have now been harvested. Some of the maize is off, so we can get back on there as well. Probably next week. I might even have Tom with me. Let's chit chat. Let's go detecting, guys. Let's get to digging, guys. First one of the day. It's sounding a bit iffy now. It's iffier than it was. It's in there. I think shotty end. Let's go for it. New boots, digging. Oh, that's what they're for. That's what they're for. I'll just have to grin and bear it, and like say a little bit expensive probably for this, but it's not coming out of the hole. Usually trash or a shotty end, but there is always that chance. I was just missing it. I think it's there. Is it that thing? This lump of something. Ooh. What have we got for the first hole of the day? It looks green. Ooh. What is that? I'm not entirely sure what it is yet. Okay, that's odd. It's bronze. Well, is it bronze or is it? It's hollowed out. It's a something. It's definitely a something. It's not a shotty end, which is good. I was wrong there. It was giving off a similar signal. I don't know what it is. Some kind of stud. It's got like a lump in the middle. Yeah, it's an odd one. Is it the top of a little bell, type of bell? Could be the top half of a very, one of the later bells maybe, possibly. But yeah, we'll carry on and see if we can find anything else. I'm really excited to get on this field. And like I say, I can show you sound today because I'm not near anything, so I'm not as worried. So it'd be nice for you to hear all the tones. But yeah, there we go. First signal of the day. And by the way, welcome to the channel if you're new. We are currently very fast approaching 8,000 subscribers, which is crazy. So if you're old to the channel, thank you as always for watching. And if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Yeah, it really helps the channel. Like I say, I'm nearly 8,000 subs. Can't believe that. Madness. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up as well. That really helps. Thanks. Although I wish he'd turned this stubble over, it's actually really old and it's quite soft now. Some of the shorter stuff's a little bit tougher, but the long stuff is easy to push through now. So perfect coil for it as well, this M9 9-inch coil. Yeah, great for pushing through stubble. Doesn't struggle at all, plus you get the good depth with it as well, so yeah. You can purchase one of these from Dragon Detecting if you like, and you can use my code DIGGERD10. As I say, we are sponsored by Dragon Detecting, so yeah, go and check those guys out. Jordan's a great guy, he'll look after you, and like I say, you get your 10% discount with my code as well. It's currently a deal on, actually. I think the Manticore is down to $15.99, I think, which is amazing for the machine. $15.99, and you get a choice. That was a bit lead. You get a choice of either the 15-inch coil or the Profine 40 at the minute. So yeah, get yourself on over to Dragon Detect and give him a call if you like. Speak to Jordan. You can't get the discount on the machine with my code, but he'll always look after you. Might throw in some freebies to try get this deer running across the field there. Don't know if you saw him. Yeah, we'll carry on. Let's find that history. Well, I've got a bit of a surfacey sort of signal here. And 15-16. Now, I wasn't expecting this. I'm actually on. I'm going to put you guys on shotty end watch today and see how many we find, because this field, last time I came across it, was absolutely packed with them. But I'm excited about this because it's my third signal on here. Actually, I had that little bell, a bit of lead whilst I was talking to you, and then this. I wasn't expecting this. But it's my first hammered. I'm pretty sure it's our first hammered off this field. It was right near the surface, barely had to dig, a little scuff in the soil there. And look, I think it's broken, but that's probably why it's given the low signal. But we got ourselves a little hammered. And first, like I say, first one off this field. I've been on here a few times now and I've been hoping to find some. But they do come across this side, so that's brilliant. Looking a bit battered, this one, but oh, bear with me, I've dropped it. Butterfingers. Like I say, I haven't found a hammered on here yet, and it's straight away it's avoided short cross, so it's Henry II, Richard John, or Henry III. And who have we got? I've got a bust there that's very battered. Who have we got there? Let's just have a little look. It looks kind of... That's either going to be, I think, a Richard or a Henry III. I'll have to have a little look online, but I think that could be a Richard, that one. Not very good light today, very low light, sorry. But you can clearly see his little bust there. Keep wiping the dirt back on him, don't I? Look at that, there we go. Shame he's been a bit battered there, but that could be a weak silver, being low numbers like that. And the way it's fallen apart like that. But that is a beautiful little coin, and we're on the hammered already. So I am very, very pleased with that. Sorry, I nearly dropped you as well. Butterfingers today. But yeah, I was kind of expecting a shotty end. But there we go, beautiful silver hammered medieval coin, very early medieval coin, the short cross. Yeah, I'll have a quick look on my app that I use, or it was not an app, it's a web page, and it just gives you an idea roughly of what they are. But that is a beautiful little portrait as well. Very, very pleased with that. First hammer of the day, very early on. Beautiful big signal here, big and bright, 56, 54, that's lovely, very bright though. It's out already. I'm not far from where that hammered was, but this isn't going to be a hammer, that's too high. It's possibly, this could even be just lead, this one, but I've had some nice stuff in the 50s. This one's not so nice. I think we've got ourselves a very small bullet. Lead centre, copper outer. I think World War II actually, I believe they are. Like I say, I'm not great with my military stuff, but yeah, let me know what you think of that. Very small bullet with a lead centre and a copper or brass outer. Probably copper, I guess. But yeah, lovely. Another big bright 57, 58. Beautiful signal again. Again, possibly big lead. It tends to give off that kind of signal around the 50s, high 50s, but it could always be a coin. Not this time, I was right. Piece of lead. I've had a few bits of that. I've had 2 shotty ends so far as well, so I'm doing alright actually. It's not as bad as it was last time, one after the other. But yeah, there we go. Another piece of lead for the scrap pot. Nice. Well, there's another case of finding so many pieces of lead and shotty ends. I've lost count of shotty ends, by the way. I've probably had about 10 already within the last half an hour. There's so many. We'll count them up at the end just for a laugh. But as you can see, right there, there's a little imprint. And that was from this. Right out in the middle of the field, look. Nice little Victoria bunhead type penny, I think. And that'll be 1800s. I don't know if we'll get a date. The back is a little bit crusty,
Try our best. 18, possibly 85 there at a guess. Britannia, yeah, the back's a little crusty. But there you are, lovely little Victoria bunhead. I do love the bunhead coins, there's something about them, isn't there? But yeah, lovely. First coin of the day. I'll take that.
First green coin of the day. Lose my head if it wasn't stuck on my shoulders. Yeah, I've already had a coin, haven't I? I know. Sorry. Another bright 50s. 50, 51. Perfect signal. Further I get up this field here, the sandier it gets, getting more orangey soil. Staying in the hole, whatever it is. I don't know if it was just falling back in, possibly. And there we go. And that is a fragment of a crotal bell. There we go. Maybe there's some complete ones out here. It just shows there's signs of life. I mean, I'm getting further and further away from anything. I'm kind of just out in the middle of nowhere here. So, yeah, it's good to see. Good to see some signs of life out here. But yeah, nice bit of crotal bell. Well, it's certainly quieter over this half of the field. There doesn't seem to be much at all, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. That just over there, that tree line, the other side of that is where the Field of Dreams is, and there's so much on there. It just seems to peter off as it comes over here. It just, yeah, there's not as much. I'm gonna go over that way and then work my way across the field and back to that sort of tree line there and work a bit of that and see how we get on. I found the hammer towards that corner there. I've just had a piece of buckle though out here, so there is still bits and bobs. Probably not that old, that I don't think. Probably at the earliest 1700s. But yeah, so there's stuff out here. It's just very few and far between, and majority of the signals are shotty ends. So we'll see how we get on. Like I say, I'll go that way, head back over towards the trees, see how I get on. If not, I've even thought maybe I might just might pop back to the old permission and have a go on there, seeing as it's been harvested. So it might be worth a little look, but we'll see how we get on. 62 here. I think I'm kind of live digging the bigger signals today, to be honest, because there's so many shot ends. There seems to be less shot ends over here, and more lead actually. I keep finding bits of lead, so most of the lower signals, lower tones are coming up as lead, and then you'll get a mid 40s sometimes, and they're coming up as shotty ends. But this, looking at it, I think we've just found ourselves a little watch winder, so that's really nice. That is really, really nice. I do love a little watch winder, so that's brilliant. I might even get you on the other camera just to have a little look at that. That's lovely. That is a little watch winder. Again, not overly old, 1800s possibly, I guess. Maybe 1600s. Yeah, I'll get you on the other camera. I'll have a little look at that. Yeah, so it's nice to have found something a little different and on a live dig. So that's quite cool. I'm pleased with that. I've done a lot of digging as I've walked across, literally walked across from that side. I'm nearly over to where I said I was heading for. Kind of diverted. I'm going to head that way and then along, just zigzagging really, and sort of covering a good bit of the field. You know, it's 60 acres. I'm never going to cover it all, so I'm just cutting across it, if you like, doing sort of cross sections. But yeah, that is really, really nice. I'm really pleased with that. Someone lost their little watch winder. I wonder if they lost the pocket watch to go with it. A nice silver one.
But no, that's lovely. Really nice little find. There's a big 50s sort of signal that I probably should have recorded. I don't even know what it is yet. Possibly a buckle. It's still in the clod here, so we'll have a little look together. I'm not 100% sure, like I say. Oh no, what is that? What is that? It's not a buckle. Just carefully. Is it a button? It might even just be a button, you know. I think it is a big, old, very squashed military type button from the look of that. I don't know if that's a heart in the middle with a crown. And I'm not going to know what this is, so any help will be gratefully appreciated. That, yeah, is a heart, a winged heart with a crown. I can probably just have a quick look that up, I think, on the old Google, and I'll probably find that. But that looks military to me. I'm going to guess probably something to do with Air Force, Royal Air Force maybe, or something like that. That's quite a nice little button. We've got ourselves a bit of button porn for the day, look. Whoa, you beauty. Can't make out the writing 100% on there. There is some writing around the outside, but alright. No, can't make that out. I will have a look. I'll have a little look at that and see if I can figure out what that is. But yeah, in the meantime, leave a comment if you know. Huge, bright 84, 85, 86. That's a big signal. Don't want to miss this one on the live. That's hard digging there. Can't get the spade in the ground. It's got to be a coin, hasn't it? Got to be. Still down there. Can I see something there? No. Very stony there. Crikey. Absolutely solid, this bit. Right, it's not coming out. It's not wanting to come out. Don't want to damage it, so... Oh, no, there it is. It's not a coin. Looking like... To me, it's got that corner there. It's green. It's going to be a horsey brass, isn't it? And it's probably got some kind of initial or something on there. There is some kind of pattern. No way you can see that, but there is something in the centre there. Can't really make out what it is, and it's missing this corner here. But yeah, big horse brass. I'm not surprised really at that signal. But yeah, there we go. This one's beautifully crystal clear. Perfect dot on the screen. It's a 27, 26. Some of the shotty ends are around those numbers, and they usually give off a bit of a double tone, but this doesn't. As you can hear, that's still crystal clear coming out of the ground, so it's different. You can just tell the difference. Probably just a bit of lead. No, I've just seen it. That's not a piece of lead. I think it looks silver. And it kind of looks, yeah, it is. It's a cut half. Oh. Have faith in that machine. You know, those signals, crystal clear. When it hits silver, it hits silver. I'll get you on the other camera. We'll have a look. Funny how a field can just suddenly sort of start turning stuff up. Like I say, I'm getting more towards that edge where the Field of Dreams is. It's just here. Look, I haven't actually moved it. It's where it kind of landed when I pinpointed it. Definitely a little cut half, I think. Pretty sure that's a hammered. Kneeling on all the stones. Very stony ground here. Yeah, that's a hammered. That's a cut half for sure. That looks kinda... That looks like quite an old one, that. And a bit battered, if I'm honest. It's not looking the greatest detail on it. It's okay, okay. Oh, that's different. I know what that is. That has got stars on it, look. It's a voided long cross and it's got stars. Now, is that a Henry III voided long cross? A Scottish? No, it won't be. Could it be Henry III? Did he have... Yeah, I think it is. I'll need to do some research on that, but I think... Excuse me guys, sorry, I'm just trying to place you there so I can get the spray and the brush. I think that's still a Henry III, even though it's got stars. It's Scottish, but it's a voided long cross, so it's... Give that a little brush on that bust side and just see if we can get any detail, because I'm not seeing a lot. The reverse is very nice, but yeah, that is different. And we do like a different hammered. I like a hammered full stop, but I do like a slightly different one. Makes a change from some of the sort of usual ones. Like I say, you can't not like finding hammered coins, any hammered, but when it gets slightly different like that, it gets exciting. Look at that. On, it looks like ON there, and what's that? Is that G? Not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Not my kind of, like I say, something a bit unusual. I don't actually know what that is. But I'm gonna say that's a Henry. Can't see his bust. It's very difficult. It's a bit crusty on that side. Can't quite make him out. I will have a closer look myself, I think, without the camera, and then I'll see what I can find. And I will look it up, but I think I'm pretty sure it's a Henry III, but it's, yeah, Scottish one with those stars, isn't it? So yeah, I'll have a little look, and I'll come back to you. That's lovely. So yeah, no, I got that completely wrong, actually. It is a voided long cross, and it is someone of the third, but it's actually it's a Alexander the Third. You can just see the nose of he's facing left, and then you can see he's holding his scepter kind of upright there. It's very difficult to see, but yeah, just holding his scepter there, and I think I'm going to say, I haven't found one yet, but I think I'm going to say Glasgow Mint, being as it's Scottish. It's GL, isn't it? I can see GL. So it's ON there. The moneyer would have been then on Glasgow or GL something. GLA maybe. But yeah, I'm guessing Glasgow. Any help with that would be much appreciated. But that might be, I think, it's a first for me. I've never found Scottish Alexander III. I believe that's 1249 to 1286, I think it said. So quite an early coin as well. That's absolutely brilliant. He might have even been, I don't know if he was one of the first, I think, to bring out the voided long cross as well. Then you had Henry III, who did the same to try and reduce clipping of the coins. You could see quite a little easier that they were clipped if the cross extends to the outside of the coin. So after the voided short cross, basically, which were a lot easier to clip and take silver from. But yeah, no, that's very, very cool. I'm really pleased with that. A bit of a bucket lister because I've never had one of those. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. Very nice.
Lunchtime. Ham and piccalilli roll. Lovely. When I was saying about hammered and finding different ones, I meant the more sort of unusual ones, less common. Tend to find those your sort of Edwards, Elizabeth I, Henry III's. They're kind of the common ones that I find. Like I say, still grateful every time I find a hammered. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. They're beautiful little coins to find, and I'm very, very lucky to find them. And this field, when you come on a field right next to that, how good that other one is, the Field of Dreams, you come into the next field and realise that there's nowhere near as much history in that field next to it. It really makes you appreciate what you've got. And that's just that field there. I'm sitting right here looking at it. I'm looking at that one and I'm looking at that one. Yeah, absolutely amazing. What a piece of land. There's some incredible history in that small little space. And like I say, it doesn't really come into this next one, which is strange, isn't it? Do they not use this bit of land for whatever they were doing, farming? And you never know, do you? Which we did know. When you find little items and they're, you know, someone had that item, someone dropped that, didn't just appear there, somebody had that. Even that little watch winder, you know, someone owned that, and it was somebody's little tool for winding up their little pocket watch, sorry. Yeah, just amazing pieces of history, aren't they? And we're very lucky to find them, and yeah, incredible. We're going to finish my dinner, and then we're going to crack on. I'm going to stay on this field. I'm going to give it the full day, because I like to do that. It's disheartening sometimes when you're finding lots of shot hens. You just want to move on, don't you? But I seem to have, there's less over this sort of side, and we'll concentrate along the edge of where the Field of Dreams is, I think, and see what we find. But yeah, we'll crack on, and I'll see you in a bit.
Feel like that. Feel like that. Lay your arms around me and stay with me.
Well, we're certainly finding bucket listers in the stubble today. Yeah, just come out from lunch. I've literally just finished and just come back onto the field, and I've found a lead animal right on the edge of the field here. Now that looks to me like it was a deer. His antlers are a bit broken, and I wonder how old that could have been. Maybe not that old, I don't know. Little deer, a bit of an unusual one. I've seen lots of people find lead animals, and usually sort of like horses and things like that, but that's quite an unusual one, isn't it? A deer. That's pretty cool, that. And like I say, that's a first for me. I don't think I've ever found a lead animal, or not in that kind of condition. I know he's a bit broken, his legs have gone, and his antlers, but that is very cool. Really, really pleased with that. Yeah, never found one before, so that is very cool. Dirt in the back there. I was just giving him a clean up. I thought I'll film that. I realised what it was. I thought it was just a lump of lead, but yeah, no, lovely little deer. Poor little thing. It's been through the wars. But that's very cool. Yeah, it's like a stag, isn't it? Looks like a stag. Still got his ear there, one ear. He's missing an ear and he's missing some antlers and legs. But that is very cool. Really pleased with that. Bit of an iffy one actually, this one, even out of the ground. That's kind of how it sounded in the ground. It was a little bit off, sort of double toned. I think We got ourselves a little buckle there, look. It looks reasonably old, that. Got a stinging nettle right between my legs. I'll watch that one. Yeah, kinda. We got a pin in there as well. Or something. We'll use the brush, I think. No, that's an odd one. Kind of a little plate in there. Yeah, definitely an older looking buckle, that. That's pretty cool. I like that very much. Yeah, kind of got like a little clasp or plate in there. Bit of an odd one, really. I think I found the buckles like that before, but not with that little plate in there. You can see file marks and all sorts on there. Look, that's got some age to that. It's going to be medieval, isn't it? Again, nearest to the Field of Dreams, as close as I can get to it, really, along this side. And it continues. It is obviously off this, over this edge as well. But yeah, that's really nice. Lovely little buckle there. A little bit of decoration around it. Beautiful little find. I think that little plate will move once I've cleaned it out. I think that'll swivel on there. It might have been like the little plate for the leather to attach. I think it's possibly missing the pin then, I'm guessing. But yeah, no, really nice little find, that. Well, I have an iffy sort of 20s here, very iffy. But it came up, and I wondered to start with. I almost thought it was a ring, but it's way too small. It wouldn't even fit my little finger. Look, it's tiny. But it's this beautiful little gilded ring thing. Some decoration on the inside there. All kind of gilded everywhere. Look, beautiful little thing. Lots of gilding on the inside. I take it the whole thing would have been gilded at some point, but I wonder what that was. I really don't know. Could it have been some sort of hair styling decoration? Like a little... I don't know. I really don't know. Bit of an odd one. If you know what that is, then let me know. Look at the little patterning on in there. All the gold gilding. And again, like I say, around the inside too. Lots of it. Very fancy little thing, whatever it was. Yeah, not sure on that. Kind of ridged, isn't it, as well? It's got like a groove all the way around. Yeah, very odd. Don't know. Very low numbers for this one. A 10. This was a 10, and I've got no idea. For a minute there, I thought I'd found a little key, but I don't think it is. It's kind of got this little pin sticking out of there. Been hinged on something. I do not know. I really don't know. Very bronzy looking. It's got seams running down it, so it's closed up and pressed, isn't it, together? I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one, that. It's been flattened, that end, with a little hole, but I don't know. I really don't know what that is. Bit of an odd little piece. Well, this one's just brilliant. I was digging over here. Ended up the target was actually over here, strangely. I don't know why I couldn't pinpoint it until I used the actual pinpoint function on the machine. Yeah, but it turned out to be over here, just in the edge of the hole. And it's this. I thought it was just a piece of lead to start with, but look, it's actually a part of a lead seal matrix, and I think sadly it's been folded in half and battered about a lot. Still got the little loop on the top there, look, where it would have hung from. And we've got some of the writing. Raid something, R-A-I-D. It'll be backwards because it's a print, isn't it? It's a seal, wax seal, basically, I think. I'll try and give it a clean. I don't want to over clean it. You can, by taking all the dirt out of the writing, you can lose some detail, so just want to wet it enough to be able to just see what we've actually got here. See what I mean? It'll just start to take away the dirt out of the... Just get rid of the dirt around the outside so we can see how it's folded, and then I'll just dry it, because I don't want to actually rub the dirt out of the writing too much, because we'll be able to see it better that way. There you go. There you go, look at that. Yeah, something in the middle there. There would have been a picture or something in the centre. It's clearly been folded completely in half, and it would have been round, basically, one big round disc. But that is absolutely awesome. So that's medieval. I found another one of those just on the edge of the Field of Dreams over there. But yeah, that's very cool. I haven't found many of those. There's only recently, I think this year, that I've actually found any of these at all. So I'm doing really well. I think that's the third one or third piece of one I've found. So I'd love to find a fully complete one. I think even the one I found on the Dream Field was slightly bent and broken. I can't remember. I need to have another look at that, but I'll put a picture of that up here if I can. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember whether it was full or not, or whether it was missing a piece. But that is very cool. What a lovely little find. Well, we're almost back at the old oak tree, ready to do a roundup, and I've just come across this one. Lovely 35, 36. I think we'll have this as the last hole of the day. Right near to where I walked onto the field as well. What is that? A little button of some kind? Sorry, I'm just having a little look myself. I think it's kind of more of a modern button, sort of jean stud from the look of that. But that'll do. We'll take that and we'll go to the roundup. I think we've had a cracking day. So there we are, guys. That's another day's detecting done, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Every minute of it. Apart from those shotty ends, pesky things, give off such a good signal as well. I think we've got about 40 of them, possibly. I'll show you in a minute. I've got the trash out as well today to show you. But yeah, what a cracking day. A real mixture of finds, and some hammered coins off here, which I was hoping for, which we hit one third signal in. I'd not had one off here before, and I was hoping to find some, and we have. So yeah, cracking little day. Like I say, good mixture of finds, and just really enjoyable. Nice to be on somewhere fresh. I think this field's going to be cracking field when it's been when the stubble's gone. I mean, like, as you can see, some of it is sort of self-grown as well. It's kind of fairly long. I can't get in most of it very well. But yeah, so we'll have a look what we found today, guys, and you're going to be quite impressed, I think. So there we are, guys. That is my day's digging. Lots and lots of digging there. As I say, like, this trash. Look at this. Let's have a look at this first, shall we? All the trash, all the bits of lead, rubbish buttons, ones that aren't very nice, bits of can, all sorts of crap. And shotty ends, like I say, I've counted there's about 40 odd there, including like the little centres, and some casings, bullet casings. But they give off such good signals. They're just crazy. But you've got to dig through all of that to get to this stuff, and we've certainly found some good stuff today. We'll start off in the bottom here. We've got buttons and musket balls, bits of buckle and that kind of thing. Yeah, sort of your normal sort of stuff there. Bit of a strap end there, one half of a plate maybe. In the top shelf here we've got some good little bits, and like I say, some bucket listers there as well. That stag, I really love that. That's a cool little find, that. Really pleased with that. I've not ever, like I say, never found a lead animal before. I think I found a half of a lead man or a soldier. But yeah, never an animal, and a stag, like I say, is seems a bit unusual. I've not seen one of those before, so that's very cool. I'm really pleased with that. Look at the autumn leaves everywhere. It's lovely, and I love autumn. Yeah, so we got a lovely little watch winder there as well. That was a big signal. I think it was in the 50s, that. So it's quite a chunky, it's quite a good bit of weight to that for a watch winder. They're normally quite dainty, but yeah, that's really nice. This I didn't film this actually. I think that's like a buckle plate. It's still got some of the leather in there, look. Or some kind of like a catch. I think it's the end of a buckle catch, or maybe even a book clasp, possibly. Could be book clasp. I don't know. I don't know with that little loop there. It seems a bit odd, but it's definitely some kind of a catch, isn't it, or a clasp? But yeah, that's quite cool. Bit different. We've got what we got here. This one I didn't film either. Strange little artefact, little piece. Don't know what that is. Little decorative leather mount, maybe leather decoration. That lovely ring thing with the gilding all the way around it. Bit of pattern and then gilding on the inside as well. Yeah, still don't know what that is or what that could have been. Kind of almost got a modern look about it, but then it's gilded, so I don't think it is. You'll have to let me know what you think of that one. A beautiful little medieval buckle there, buckle and little plate. Lovely little find. Got little file marks on that. You can sort of see the age to it. This odd item, still don't know. Still got no clue what that could have been. Definitely got some age to that as well. I think could it be something to do with like a purse bar or something like that? I don't know. It's obviously broken. There's a little pin coming out of here. Yeah, not 100% sure on that one at all. Lovely lead matrix seal. What's left of one anyway has been folded up and broken, but still lovely to find. Really nice to find. You've got all that lovely medieval writing on there as well. Yeah, absolute beaut of a find that. And coins wise, like I say, we absolutely smashed it really on here. I know there's 60 acres here, but like I say, it was quiet on one half of the field. But we started off the day at the third signal with that lovely little voided short cross, which I'm pretty sure, looking at the website I use, I think that's a Henry II. I could be totally wrong there, but I think it is. Got sort of double hair curl this side and a bit more bunched up on the right side there. 3 curls and his little beard. Could be a Richard, but I think it's a Henry II, that one. Shame it's a bit broken up. Funny how it's broken around that ring, isn't it? Like that. But yeah, lovely little voided short cross there. Pretty old, early medieval, that. And if it's Henry II, then that's what was I going to say? I don't know. It's eluded me now. Not Norman. It'll be a Norman coin if that's a Henry II. So yeah, and then of course this lovely Victoria bunhead. So we had one green coin of the day, Victoria bunhead, 1800s, 1860 or 85 possibly. Hard to see. Britannia there. Yeah, love finding bunheads. And my favourite find of the day is got to be this little Scottish voided long cross of Alexander, which is absolutely cracking little find, little cut half. Where is he? See if I can spot him again. I think he's that way around. Let me just... Is he that way up? Yeah, I think I can see his sceptre. It's very hard to see his face. He's facing left. I can just see his nose, I think, and I can see his hand holding the sceptre there, which is upright. Yeah, very, very worn on that side, but that side's lovely. The little stars, Scottish, which are on the Scottish coins. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Lovely day, lovely finds. Absolutely smashed it.
As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, all of you that have subscribed to the channel and stuck with me watching the videos. I appreciate all the comments. You guys help me massively with identifying things. I love that you all help identifying finds, because I'd struggle sometimes. I really would, but you're a great help. So yeah, keep up the good work. Please keep commenting and leaving identification comments. It's brilliant. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one.